Welcome YouTubers, Zoomers, everybody that's using this platform. Fantastic. And today it's a little gray out there, but it's sunny in the yoga room. So I hope you enjoy this practice. There's one sequence that's pretty difficult, I would say, the transitions, but what I would suggest is if you get to a point where it's challenging, just stay in that position, because we'll circle around to the previous positions, the previous poses. So you can just hang there at your maximum intensity and not worry about whatever the next things. So to introduce that, I'm not going to show it, but I'm going to tell you there's going to be a moment where you kick the other leg back and you're in a twist. So just so that mentally you know that that's coming up. If you have our playlist, please start it. It's a good one. And come to the top of the mat. And if you have a wall that's nearby and you feel a little wobbly this morning, then just get your mat, take a moment and get your mat a little closer, or your ledge or your table or whatever it is that's around you in your room, so that you can feel that if you had to, you could have the balance just with your fingers. Okay, so bend your knees, stick your butt back, and then inhale, arms coming up. I'd like you to look up. And then exhale, look forward, bend your elbows, thumbs behind your heart. Stick your butt back. Inhale, straighten everything, look up. Feel everything. Exhale, bend your elbows, stick your butt back, bend your knees. Inhale, arms coming up, look up. Exhale, look forward, bend your knees, stick your butt back, bend your left elbow. Take that left hand and hover it. So we're opening up the whole front of the body. We're actually opening up the whole body by doing this little sequence. It gets us into our breath. Keep your throat nice and open. Inhale. Exhale. Shove the hips over to the left. Whoa. I'm feeling yesterday's practice already. Inhale. Arms coming together. Press the palms together. Fingertips touching. Whew. Go a little deeper. Stick your butt back. Knees are gently bent. On the next exhale, drop your right hand. Inhale, reach over. Oh. Press the earth away. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, bend your elbows, thumbs behind your heart. Inhale, arms up. Straighten your legs, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, stick your butt back, hands behind your heart. Grab your right hand, hover your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, shove the hips over. Keep your throat nice and open. Ooh, lots of feelings. And then next inhale, bring the palms together, touch your fingertips. Really connect with your toes and your fingertips in this practice today. That will help you a lot. On the next exhale, drop your left hand, reach over, lift your throat, lift your chin. Oh, not lift your throat, lift your chin. Press the earth away. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, bend your knees, stick your butt back, bring your hands near your heart, and then first forward bend. We're going to do some halfway lifts before we begin some of our balance work today. Inhale, halfway lift, pull. You can use your blocks here, and that's kind of nice, especially at the beginning. Inhale, open up your chest, stick your butt back, try to get a cow back. Exhale, curl the tail in. Think of angry cat as you press down and forward, elbows out to the side. Inhale, halfway lift, pull those fingers towards your toes, lift your toes. Exhale, press the toes into the floor, elbows out to the side. Feel every single portion of this movement. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands at the top of your femurs. Your body is parallel to the floor. Lean back into your heels, lift your toes. Inhale, come all the way up. So, we're going to pretend there's a balance beam or a one railway tie. You're going to press your right foot. We're going to start with the right foot first. Right foot forward, left foot back. Now try to find a place where, and your legs are, slightly bent, knees are slightly bent, but try to find a place where you really can feel your feet on the floor. Take your hands on your hips or just let them hang. You're going to lean back into the back foot and lift the front foot. Woo! This is where it's really convenient if you have a wall. So I'd like you to press your toes forward and then flex that right foot. And then flex and point. You know what I mean. Inhale and exhale. And then land the ball of the right foot and lift the back heel. And wobbling is wonderful. So this should be your goal in this, is to feel all of the adjustments. Now squish your inner thighs, tuck the tail, bring your arms forward, and try to go a little deeper into this pose by bending your knees. Both heels lifted. Both heels lifted. Wake up your feet. And then, arms relax. Sit back into your left heel. Feet together, front of mat. Now we have to do the other side. And it's always so interesting because each side, who knows? Left foot in the middle of your mat, right foot behind. Micro bend your knees so you know where your feet are. So connect your mind with your feet. Your arms can be relaxed. You're going to lean back, lift the left foot, pull your belly in. Use your bandhas to help here. You're going to point the toes, and then you're going to flex the foot. You're going to point the toes, flex the foot. If you're wobbling, you're doing a great job. Nice. Then you're going to land the ball of that left foot on the floor, lift the back heel. Now make sure that you are not looking at me wobbling, that you're looking at something in your room that is solid. Bring your arms forward, parallel to the floor, both heels lifted, all 10 toes going in the same direction. Squish the inner thighs. Use your bandhas. You don't have to come down too far to feel your body working. I would even suggest playing around with this while you're brushing your teeth. That should be a good wobble. Then lean back into your heels and then come to the top of the mat. Nice. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, you can separate your feet. Most of you will want to separate your feet, but if you know how to do Utkatasana or lightning bolt with your feet together and that's your preference, then you go ahead and do that. So, before we go down, I want you to tuck your tail as if somebody poked you in the belly button so that you are already holding on to this heavy pelvis. You're going to touch the floor. Remember, you have your blocks nearby just in case you need them. And then tucking the tail again. Make sure you're doing that. Sweep your arms up in Utkatasana, lightning bolt. Sit back into your heels, lift your toes. Exhale, bring the hands into the middle of your chest, thumbs touching your sternum. Turn to the right side of your mat. Now, make sure your thumbs are there, and even if you can't hook the back of your left arm around, keep your thumbs there. Maybe you just land your left elbow on your leg. Both knees, take a look down, see if you can't keep both knees going in the same direction. Now here's where it gets good to have your block near the outside of your right foot. You can plant, you've got to get your butt down, plant your left hand, right arm bone goes up to the ceiling. Breathe. Keep tucking the tail. Keep using what you can use. And then you're going to lean into that left hand, that right foot. You're going to take an inhale, head moving forward. Exhale, left leg goes back. And you're in extended side stretch, but reversed. Press that back heel away if you've managed to do that. Inhale into your heart. Exhale, shoot the right arm bone up and overhead near your right ear. Breathe. Remember, you have options to stay in the pose that you were challenged by. You don't have to keep going. Look down, pull your belly in. Left foot comes forward beside right foot. Arms are still separated. Exhale on the next exhale. Thumb into the sternum. Twisting. Palms together. And then looking down, tuck the tail, Utkatasana. Whoa! Exhale. Legs on fire. So shake it out. Especially Bev, I'm pretty sure you're shaking it out. Woo! Let's do that other side. You should feel like your heat just went sky high. Fantastic. Tuck the tail, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. So everything here is solid. You know all about where your pelvis is. Touch the floor, tuck the tail, sweep your arms up. Utkatasana. Inhale into this. Exhale, hands in the middle of the chest, thumbs touching the sternum. Now try to keep those knees going in the same, try not to adjust the knees as you turn to the left side of your mat. Hooking, if you're able to, your right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. Left elbow in the ceiling. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Left arm goes up. Breathe. Those of you who did this practice with me yesterday, Zoomers, whoa, you're feeling it. Tuck the tail. Look down. Right leg goes back. Open up your chest to the left side of your mat. For those of you who want to go a little deeper in this reverse extended side stretch, take an inhale. Exhale, shoot the arm bone up and overhead. Oh, and past your left ear. Fingers wide. Press the back heel away. Enjoy. Look down. Left hand can come to your left hip. Pull your belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Feet return together to the top of your mat. Left arm goes back up to the ceiling. Breathe. Tuck the tail. Hands coming together. Prayer position. Thumb touching the sternum. Look down. It's almost over. Tuck your tail. Inhale, arms coming up. Whoa. Exhale. Forward bending. Flip the palms of your hands. Separate your feet. Have a little moment with yourself. Have a little moment. Your heat should be up. So the key with doing all these things is to breathe, use your bandhas, and let that heat come up. We're going to now do our standing work. Warrior's triangle. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift your toes, pull, pull, pull. Notice the difference between this one and the ones we did just previously. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, elbows out to the side, forward bending. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, elbows out to the side, push, push, push. Forward bending, tummy and thighs together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on either side of your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, but it's a little one. Exhale, step back into your first dog. Let's hold this dog for a moment because there's some beautiful heat that is happening. If you want to put your hands on your blocks, that would be really great. Now pull those forearms towards each other. And when you do that, you'll feel the length of your spine respond. You can bend your knees, move your feet away from your hands, and you can lift your heels and bend your knees a little bit more so that you can really feel that heat working on your side body, your front body, your back body. Breathing. Nice. You're going to look at your left foot. You're going to pivot that left foot. Look at your right thumb. And you're going to curl your back. Now, pull the belly button in first as you bring your right knee into your chest. We're going to go slow. Right knee into the chest. Bring the weight onto the palms of your hands. Quietly land your right foot. Pivot the back foot enough that you know you are in warrior 1 feet. Now pull the feet towards each other. Pop up to warrior 1. Bring your arms up. Do what you'd like to do with your arms. Here's an option. Inhale, open up your chest, lean back. Exhale, bend your elbows, thumbs behind your heart. Inhale, arms coming up. You could even look up. Exhale, look forward, bend your elbows, thumbs behind your heart. Inhale, arms coming up, look up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Now really breathe into your chest. Inhale, exhale, soften the back of your heart, go deeper. Inhale, straighten front leg, pivot back foot. You're going into warrior 2 legs. So, warrior 2 feet. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, front knee over ankle. And I'd like you to take a look at it. You should only be able to see your front big toe. Now we're going to do some movement with this. So this will help to get the shoulders in line over the hips. So you're going to look sideways to the left side of your mat. You're going to take the palms of your hands. You're going to sweep your arms up, opening up your chest. I see a hummingbird feeding. And exhale, warrior 2. Go deep. Now look at the left side of your mat. Inhale and bring those shoulders and hips in line to that left side. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the legs. Have a moment. We're going to go into triangle with some self-adjustments. So bend your knees, stick your butt back, bring your arms out. Inhale, exhale, tilt. Bring your right hand on your shin bone, left hand on your sacrum. Take a moment here. Now we're taking advantage of the heat that we've built up. So take an inhale, move your chest to the front of the mat. Keep your head in line with that front leg. Press the bones away as you spiral your body on the exhale. And then inhale, left arm bone goes up. Exhale, feel everything. So I'd like you to take your left arm today and let it fall behind you towards the right side of your mat. And feel everything when you do that. Then bring it back up, right up to the ceiling. Feel the work. Look down. Bend that front knee. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, feel. Bend the front knee again in warrior 2 legs. But this time, you're going to take your block, put it on the outside of your right foot. You're going to put the right rib cage on top of that and the left rib cage on top of your right. Always good advice. And then inhale, left arm bone goes up. Now find your back foot. Pull the belly button into the backbone. And then exhale, shoot the left arm bone overhead. Ears near your arms near your ears. Ear, one ear. And then spiral that arm down. Now pull your feet towards each other. Come on, back up, helping yourself if you'd like, with your hands on your thighs. And then warrior 2 for reals. Inhale into your heart. I'm needing to separate my feet a little bit. Exhale, warrior 2. Let's hold this. Breathe. Windmill the arms, all 10 toes in the same direction. Now look at the back foot, lift the back heel. Move the front foot out a little bit so that the feet are definitely hip width apart. Now drop the left knee. Whoa. I'm using my blocks today because it's just nice to mix it up. Relax the back foot, shoelace side of the foot on the floor. Whoa, feel everything. Feel how the heat is melting the front of your left thigh. Retuck your toes. So half a pouncy puppy, or we call this monkey pose. Dig your right heel in. You can be on your fingertips on your blocks or on the mat. Dig your heel in, spread your toes. Feel like your butt is going back, but your chest and your eyes are trying to come forward. Nice. And now elbows out to the side. I'd like you to bow to your right leg. Breathe. And then walk in to that front knee. Relax the foot again. Just hang here for a moment. I know, it's your favorite pose. You just love it. You'd like to stay here for days. Just feel it. You could be up a little higher if you want to. If you're not feeling it, come up higher. If you're not feeling it, bring that. Lift the left foot off the floor in the shin. I'm pretty sure you're going to feel it. Tuck the back toes under, straighten the back leg, lift the back knee, low lunge, curl your back, pull the belly in, pull the forearms towards each other, elegantly move your right leg back into a long down dog. And enjoy this. Down dog over a long period of time becomes a joy. It's like the most efficient way to get rid of tensions in the body. Pull your forearms towards each other. Pivot the right foot. Look at the left block or the left thumb, whatever is working for you. And bend the left knee into your chest. Now lift that back heel even though it is on an angle. Land your left foot. We're working on warrior 1 feet. So check it out. Your feet need to be hip width apart in order to do this properly. Front knee over ankle, or I shouldn't say properly. Most efficiently for you, front knee over ankle, sweep your arms up, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, thumbs behind your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, go deeper. Bend your elbows, thumbs behind your heart. Now, see what you can do, inhale, arms coming up, in terms of engaging some bandhas here. You can engage Mula Bandha on one side at least, which would be the right buttock, and Uddiyana Bandha, of course, and Jaladhara Bandha. Inhale, arms coming up. You might want to look up, or you might want to grab your elbows for this version and lean back. Inhale, straighten the front leg, pivot the back foot, warrior 2 legs on this side with movement. So get your shoulders, so start off by facing your hips and your shoulders to the long side of your mat. Bring your arms up, exhale, front knee over ankle. You can look forward, your left middle finger, and then look at the right side of your room. Clap your hands up. Inhale gently. Exhale, turn to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down even further. So just adding some variation. When we do poses thousands of times, we have to add something. Otherwise, our body is just, we don't get into our body, we're zoning out, so that's a good strategy. Straighten your front leg. We're going to enter into triangle using our hands to self-adjust. Bend your knees, stick your butt back. Left hand on the shin, right hand on the sacrum. Keep your throat nice and open. First of all, figure out where your head is. Inhale so that your chest is moving to the front of your mat. Exhale, press the shin bone and the sacrum away from each other. Inhale, right arm bone up. And again, we're going to open up this chest. You're going to take that right arm bone. You're going to make it as long and tall as possible. You're going to let it fall open behind you. Oh, feel everything with this. Feel your fascia, your fascinating fascia. Look down. Bend that front knee. Maybe you bring your hands onto your thigh so that you don't hurt your low back when you come up. Bring your legs together or straight. Sorry, not together. Don't do that. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, front knee over ankle. Extended side stretch. You can take your block on the outside of that left leg, left foot. Now get the left rib cage lined up with that left thigh. Right rib cage is pulling open. Inhale, right arm bone up. Left leg is trying to relax. Back leg is not. For those of you who'd like to go a little further, extended side stretch, you can bring that arm bone over your right ear, fingers really wide, feel everything. Nice. You can circle your right hand down, pull your feet towards each other, bring your hands safely on your thigh. Come on up, straighten. Final warrior two before we go to the floor. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, track that knee over the ankle. Feel the back leg working. You could even take your finger and poke your right buttock. Is the right buttock trying to be engaged? Because that's the one that needs to work. Nice work, people. Windmill your arms. All 10 toes in the same direction, but hip width apart. It's easier to move the front foot over to the left. So just check, are they hip width apart? All 10 toes, same direction. Drop your right knee. Oh. And it's really nice to use your blocks here. Shoelace side of the right foot and just take a moment. Ooh. So many things moving. On every exhale, go ah. Groan, moan, sigh. Retuck the back toes. Dig your left heel in. Can be on your fingertips, on your blocks. Dig that heel in, spread your toes, monkey pose. Feel it. And you're pulling with your hands, so it's like your chest is trying to come forward, but your butt is going back. So you're active here. This isn't just a response to gravity. It's really working to find those tissues and to elongate. Then walk into that front knee. Relax the back foot. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. Yeah, we're going to do a forward bend over that front leg. We'll take a moment here. Retuck the back toe. Now elbows out to the side. Dig that front heel in. And bow to your leg. Good old leg. Breathe. Make sure your big toe is really solidly, the back foot really solidly into the floor. And that will help with what's happening here. Yummy. Walk into that front foot. Relax the back foot again. Hang out. Breathe. Tuck the back toes. Straighten the back leg. Low lunge. Press that back heel away. Curl your back a lot. Pull your forearms towards each other. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. Dig that left heel in and pull it towards the back big toe. Spread the front toes. Now, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Curl your back a lot. The back of your heart is the highest thing. Inhale. Exhale, press down and forward with your hands and move your left foot into down dog. Let's floss the spine. Inhale, curl forward as if you're going into plank. Exhale, bend your knees, chest and thighs together. Butt is up, ears near your arms. Inhale so you feel the breath support you. Exhale, straighten-ish your legs and enjoy. Now curl forward, pull your belly in, angry cat, angry cat back, as if you're going into plank, but you don't. You tuck the tail, pull your belly in again even more as you bring your knees at exactly the same time onto the floor. And for those of you who can sit back, go ahead. And I know that was a lot of work on your wrists, so I'd like you to rotate your wrists in one direction and wiggle your fingers and give your wrists a little love here, whatever that means for you. I'm taking them and pressing the wrists towards each other and the fingers towards my chest so that I can do the opposite of down dog, the opposite, of having prayer hands the whole time. When it comes to seated, bring your blocks with you. Have a sip of coffee if that's available. I think I shall. I have water too. I like both. Squish your block between your thighs. Dig your heels in, pull the stuff back. Let's start off with our fingertips behind so that we have this. If you're near a wall, you could be pressing against the baseboard, but you have this sense that you are lifting your chest. Dig your heels in now. Look at your feet. Can you get them so that they're quite even? Yeah. And then inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, tilt right where your hips are. So keep those arms up. That's going to cause a lot of work. Fingers wide. Feel the work of your arms helping you with this forward bend. Now pull everything in. Engage your bandhas. And then bring your hands to wherever they're going to land on top of your legs. Inhale, open up your chest again. You're grabbing your feet. And then exhale, forward bend for real. So Jaladhara Bandha is good here too. Chin lock, because then the head will be in the right place to help you go deeper into this pose. So you don't drop the head. You keep the back of your head in line with your spine. Ooh, that's feeling good. Inhale, come on up. Now keep this block exactly there. Bend your knees so your block is between your thighs. Make sure you don't lose it. Bring your hands behind, fingers are wide. Inhale, open up your chest, lift your toes. Pull those heels towards your butt and feel your fingertips. Puff out your chest even more. Now inhale, exhale, lift your hips. Try to get them as high as your knees. That's hard. Look along your legs. Don't drop your head back. Now just shift weight from front to back and maybe a little bit left to right so you become aware. Are you favoring your strong side, your stronger leg, your stronger arm, whatever? Press your fingertips into the floor. See if you can't even things out. Squish that block. And then tuck the tail, pull belly button in as you drop your hips. Whoa! Come down onto the floor, feel the whoosh, and then press your chest open. And then you can take the block out of the way, but you're going to bring your feet together. So those of you who need support to sit up on your blocks or your bolster, this is the moment to do it. So we're going to start with a wider Baddha Konasana. So your feet, when you look down, you see a diamond shape as opposed to a really squished up diamond. Okay, so press the four corners of your feet towards each other. Pull the stuff out. I always find it's useful to just rock from side to side. Now you're going to take your hands into the inside of the fleshy part of your knees, elbows out to the side. Press the four corners again into the floor. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to have a little battle. You're going to try to press your legs up towards your hands, but you're going to use your core and your strong back to counteract that, and you're going to try to press down. Noticing differences. Ooh. It's always so interesting, the differences. Press down, pull those toes towards the shins. Nice. Then you're going to take your hands, release that. Oh, that was a little work. Take your hands right underneath your shoulders. Now puff out your chest. Try to imagine those legs are being attracted to the floor a little bit more. And remember, all the shakiness, the wobbliness, that is a good thing. When we feel those muscles go, oh, that's a little shaky, it's not the muscles, we're getting into tendon and fascia area. Press through the balls of your feet. Feel the fingertips. And then, for those of you who can, you may have to move your block, but lift your hips and bring them a little closer. Now puff out your chest a little bit more. Press the four corners of your feet a little bit more, and then come on up. Grab the outsides of your feet. Squish your armpits closed. Curl your back. Come down and imagine that you can get your forehead to the floor. Or your chin. Can you imagine? I don't know what kind of long back you'd have to have, right? Now those legs are trying to come to the floor because you're pressing your forearms into the legs. Keep coming. There's still movement that's happening. Yeah. And then inhale, come on up. Nice. Exhale, back to the battle of the legs and your hands. Press those hands into the inside of the fleshy part of your knee, elbows out to the side. Keep your shoulders down. Try to think this time of lengthening your whole spine. So you're pressing down, you're so super strong. Keep doing it. And notice if I'm noticing that my feet are opening up. Let's try that. Let's take your thumbs on the inside of the pad of your feet, the ball of your feet, fingers on the outside, and I'd like you to try to pull the pages of a book open. Yeah. Nice. Open, open, open. Release. Cross your ankles. I know legs can hardly move. Cross your ankles. Roll over. Step back. Down dog. Oh. Lift your toes if your feet are on the floor. Let your whole body kind of absorb what's happening with your hips. Now stick your butt up, almost like you're trying to do a cow back. You can have your heels lifted and your knees slightly bent, but see what you can do deep in your hips in this pose. Fingers really wide, pressing the fingertips into the floor. You're going to come into plank. Now this is a pose we did not do yesterday, Zoomers, so you'll have to pay attention. So we're in plank. Pull the forearms towards each other. Pull everything in. Drop your hips. Maybe you have to wiggle your feet a little bit further. Drop your knees to the floor. Keep those toes tucked under. Now, move your body forward. Squish your armpits closed. Stick your butt up. This is Krista and I's favorite pose, chest and thighs. Others, I'm sorry about that. I didn't think that that would hurt so much. I think I got a bruise. So coming up into cobra, and then swishing. All these things that you learn when you try different stuff, eh? Yeah. And then bend your elbows. Come on down. One hand on top of the other. Oh, let that low back relax. Nice. You can have your forehead on the backs of your hands and just let that space that we created in your low back, let it be reflected in how much you feel your hips are reacting to gravity. The more that you let that softness be there, the more that space is going to be retained. I know I say that all the time, but I mean it. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders and see if you can't do the best cobra you've done today. You could have your feet as wide as your mat or roots of toes together, depending on your practice. And just shift, 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 shift. Tuck your toes. Bend your knees, soles of feet to the ceiling. Bouncy puppy. That's going to feel good for everybody. Use your fingertips. Press forward with those wrists. Ears and arms together. So good. Nice. And down dog. Fingers wide. Think of down dog as like the Etch-a-Sketch. That you are wiping out the tension, you're wiping out previous poses, you're exploring the new space in your body, the new strength, the new suppleness. And now walk your hands towards your feet. And then raggedy doll. Chest on top of thighs, flip the palms of your hands. Let those poor old wrists relax. I'm thinking of Pat right now. Let your wrists relax. It's hard on our wrists. Then separate your feet. And Bev, you can just come to the back of your mat, kerplunking. The rest of us are going to go into a squat, because this is good for us. Bring your hands into the middle of your chest, thumbs touching the sternum, and separate your legs enough that the forearms are parallel, and so that you can feel when you press your knees, elbows into your knees, your head lifts. You go higher. Nice. Oh, it's really nice and warm on my back with this fireplace here. Ooh, nice. We're going to do our little walk to the top of the mat. And hopefully no clothing malfunctions. Your feet are wider than your mat. Now, some of you can do this with scarecrow arms. And if you enjoy that, you should do it. Some of you can do it like grabbing the backs of your shoulders, and you should do it. And some of you need to help yourself with your hands behind. So you do you, and others, you know, we can just have the whole torso and arms come over as a heavy weight. So you do what makes sense for you. Inhale, knees to the ceiling. Exhale, legs go over to the right. For those of you who cannot keep your arms up or don't want to, you just bring your whole chest over. You'll feel how much this is an open pigeon for you. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, knees to ceiling. Hopefully you're not pulling your pants off. Exhale, knees to the left. You should be able to walk in a way up to the top of your mat, some way, somehow. This is so good for that movement. Inhaling, exhaling. It's like a combo twist and a combo pigeon and movement all at once. I suggest you do this on the floor when you're Netflixing, because that's a verb. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Send me a video, please, of you walking around on your butt while you're Netflixing. That would create a lot of joy in my life. Coming to the top of your mat, land your feet. If you want to take the block and put it between your thighs so that you know your legs are working. Strong legs for yoga people. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, tuck the tail, pull the belly in, go slow. Think of this as gathering all your steam in the middle, in the central channel. In the central channel. Squeezing. Mula Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha. Jaldhara Bandha. And when you come finally down, don't try to go have control the whole way. When you finally come down, you feel that, scarecrow arms, backs of hands on floor. You feel your body, you feel all that tension being released. Take the block and put it on your belly. Allow your knees to tent towards each other. Just take a moment, close your eyes, and just feel continually, you might have to inchworm your body a little bit longer. Feel the continual movement responding to gravity. Can you feel your pelvis, the back of your heart, the back of your head? Roll over to whatever side makes sense to you, or simply go into Shavasana, or continue to listen to this video so the Shavasana music will come automatically. But for those of you who have your own music, you come up now and you find your most favorite and you click it. Make sure that you have all your comfy things. I'm getting my blankie today. And since you're practicing at home and you have all the space you need, be a large starfish. Make sure that you have room for your armpits, and then rotate the thumbnails to the floor. Press the back of your head, lift the back of your heart, and then reposition. The back of your heart back on the floor. Do a little survey, a little check-in. All the places that were loud for you in the practice today. I want you to see if you can just reassure those places in your body that they are allowed to react to gravity as well, and to let go and to soften. Imagine your body being so heavy, perhaps on warm sand. You can feel your body sinking and being held up by Mother Earth. Make sure you use this precious time in your day to 100% let go. And taking a deep breath, begin wiggling just your fingers. Coming back into your room, rotate the wrists in one direction, the other direction, and then let your hands be still. Wiggle just your right toes. Rotate your ankle in one direction, the other direction, and let it be still. Wiggle your left toes. Try to feel them individually. Rotate your ankle in one direction, the other direction. Let it be still. Bring your arms overhead. Bring your legs together. If you have room, straighten your arms. Otherwise, grab your elbows. Roots of toes together. Let's practice a breath retention. Take a big inhale. Hold it. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Sip up a little more air. Hold it. And then exhale, groan, moan, sigh, let everything go. One knee and the other knee into your chest. Curl yourself into a tight little ball. And if it's in your practice to bring your forehead towards your knees or your chin towards your knees, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, don't. Hug. Inhale. Exhale, soften your belly and bring your legs even closer. And allow your head to come back down to the floor, and then soften your shoulders and your neck. And then roll over to whatever side makes sense for you in your room. Use your arm bone or a block as a pillow. Knees are bent, butt is back. Begin easy breathing so you feel your rib cage move with your breath. And let your legs and your torso and your arms and your head be super heavy. Notice your more peaceful, calmer body. Notice your more peaceful, calmer mind. This beautiful breath. Put all kinds of detail in this memory so that you can come here when you need it the most. And then bent knees, bent elbows, use fingertips if you can. Push yourself up to seated. So join me in a grounding breath. Rub your legs awake, flex your feet, bring your hands into the middle of your chest, thumbs touching your sternum, eyes open or closed, whatever makes you happy. Take an inhale through your nose of cool air. Notice its coolness. Hold it in your body. Let it swirl into the corners, picking up heat. And when you exhale, feel the warm air past your fingers. And this is the perfect moment to practice gratitude. Thanks so much, Zoomers, for joining me today, and YouTubers. It means the world to me that you're taking the time for yourself. Thanks. Namaste.